do a review on At the Same Time by Mia MP. I'm just going to say this video is probably going to go on a little long because a shorter video just will not do this book justice. So a few trusted friends of mine had read this book and they said to me, Brenda, you have got to read Mia's book. And since I trust them, I said, for sure. And I've been kind of struggling lately and I kind of needed, maybe some little help through some words. So I picked this book up and I have gotten to know Mia, through this app and through talking. But where I really got to know Mia was through her poetry, through her words. She takes parts of her soul and puts them in her poetry. How can I explain this? It's like her words unzip your soul and open it. I know that sounds strange, but it's the truth. I don't annotate, but for this book of poetry, I took some of my annotating stickers and I had marked off some of the poetry that had really touched me. It all did, but there's ones that I like to go back to. As I was reading her book, I found myself nodding as understanding was hitting me. I was tearing up as memories flooded me and a warmth of healing as I truly understood parts of myself through her words. This book, for me, was powerful. Now, I had asked Mia if I could read one of her poems during my review, and she generously said yes, that I could. There were so many that I wanted to read, but there was one in particular that really touched me. Now, I am going to give you guys my interpretation of what this poem that I'm going to read means. It may be different from what the author's message is, but I just want to let you know my interpretation. So what I think the poem that I'm going to read means, it's about past pain and trauma. We all have some to some degree, but it's about how we hold on to that pain and how, if we're not careful, it's already ruined our past. And if we're not careful, it ruins our present. And if we continue to allow it to, it's going to ruin our future. This poem is about, to me, looking at it. I know for myself, it's like things I put in a locked door in my head and I put a no trespassing sign over it. But this poem is about ripping that sign down, unlocking that son of a bitch and yanking that door open and stepping right into the middle of it and saying, all right, let's deal with this here and now, because on the other side is freedom. That's my interpretation of the poem that I'm going to read. So, here we go. Hold on, I'm just going to find the page. Because there's so many. Just absolutely so many. Okay. The title to this one is Yesterday is a Lost Ballad. Please let me not look back in vain, not dwell in the ache of days gone. What's past has sung its final song. I no longer will wear its chain. Let me rise up through grief and strain, be softer, though I still stand strong. The battle is nearing its close. I bury doubt where silence grows. Let me still live with what remains. Let me stay through both joy and rain. Let me release what bruised my name, the stories that once held me small. I choose this breath. I choose it all. I hold no anger, cast no blame. I know now loss and love are flame, both shaping what I've come to be. The past no more imprisons me. In letting go, I start to see. There is true grace in memory, but there is peace in setting free. This poem really made me think. And all of her poems did. I think this is a 5-star read, without a doubt. It's beyond that for me. I think this is a book that we all should read. It's not down to what you like, a dark romance or this or that. This has something in it for everybody. And Mia, I want to say to you, thank you for sharing your light with all of us through your poems. And I can hardly wait for the next book. And I know that comes out next year in 2026. So 5 stars for At the Same Time by Mia MP. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. Hello.